Hey, what's up, YouTube? 100% here, and this 100% me to you on Gamma. Like I said, I was gonna make another video back on the ban list, and this is it right here. We don't really have to go through the whole list. Um, you know, everything that's unlimited is unlimited. Obviously, everything that's semi is semi. Everything that's limited is limited. I don't really have to talk about the whole list. I just want to talk about the ban list because you know cards at three. They're at three for a reason. But yeah, we already seen this in the last video. We already know what's at three now. Um, at two, the Dragoons, Luster Pendulum, Mathematician, Necrophase, Wind Up, Magician, Hyper Librarian, Bird from Different Dimension, Chain Strike. So self-explanatory. Um, I guess I'll talk about the limited list because there's a lot of things that have the errata. That's the reason why I want to talk about the limited list, because there's no point of making an errata and limiting it if you're not going to get the full effect, especially if the card came from the ban list. It just doesn't make sense. So, Gofu Band, Blaster Band, Kaz Emperor Band. And as I go down the list, I'm just going to talk about the cards that maybe they should come back. I don't think Kaz Emperor Dragon's coming back anytime soon. Do I believe that it will get off the list one day? Yeah, and it'll definitely be at one. And the day that it does, Blacklist Soldier will go to one. As of now or anytime soon, it's looking like Blacklist Soldier's not getting off the list. They have a whole archetype. So I really think, and I honestly believe that they are not. He is not going to get off the list anytime soon. So I just want to point that out there real quick. Cyberjar, definitely not. You see, like for example, this is the best example. It would be stupid to get a card like Cyberjar to get an errata. Like, what would the effect be? It'll be, a good effect for the whole Cyberjar. A good errata right now, a good one. Not that I would want this. I'd rather leave it in the ban list, or hopefully wait till the game gets really limited to the point that we actually, get like a better mechanic, which with links is good, and then we don't have to worry about we don't have to worry about changing its effect. Sorry about the background noise. Just had to shift in rooms real quick. But yeah, I believe Cyberjar shouldn't get an errata. All right, so a good example of an errata for Cyberjar. You can pretty much get as much monsters as you want on the field, depending if you already have monsters in the field. But if I remember Cyberjar correctly, he blows up everything before you can bring out the monsters, correct? So it's just, let's say, it's for every monster you want to special summon, you pay 1,500. I mean, that's kind of broken. Maybe 1,000 for each, because that'll be 5,000. You're bringing out 5. That's only if you get 5, because you can get spell and trap cards, and they get to your hand. So for each card that you're gonna special summon or add to your hand, you gotta pay 1,000 for each. So if you don't pay for them, they gotta be discarded to the graveyard. So it's up to you. You could, but then it'll be abusive. Because some people will be like, okay, I just need one monster in the field, and then these two, this spell and trap card in my hand, I'm just paying 3,000. The rest gets discarded. Great errata, but at the end of the day, it's still broken. Because now you could just abuse. You're gonna use it more carefully. Way better than it being the official Cyberjar effect. I could definitely say that. That's for sure. But you see where I disagree with erratas and why it's pointless, It's kind of the community that we kind of fucked it up. That's the reason why the errata happened in the first place. I don't know if that's not going to happen anymore. I heard a rumor that it's not. But I really disagree. I definitely disagree with the errata. So yeah, I'm going to continue down on this list. We got Cyberstein. 5Gs, bring on Infusion. I really don't know why he's on the list, but it is kind of free when you bring out a 5,000 hitter. You're getting 5,000 for 5,000. We already spoke about Dandelion. The last video is just stupid. This commander broken. Regardless, what would it rather for him be? Would it be that of DMAC? Remember how DMAC, every time he used to come back, you'll get that spell, normal or special, regardless. Like what if they nerfed this commander like how they did with DMAC? You only get it once, I think it is, or some shit like that. Because he gets removed, he just doesn't come back. It'll be stupid. You know what I mean? Like if they just make it this commander's effect once per turn. Cause I think this commander's effect wasn't once per turn. It was whenever it was special summon. But if it was once per turn, that'll be stupid. Or once per duel, even more stupid. You know what I mean? But that would be a great errata, but it's just stupid. The erratas like will make it great for just them to get off the list, but not really great at all because their effect is completely different. So they should just stop doing erratas. And I feel like all the cards that got in errata should get their effects normally back because that future fusion is just garbage, and we could just deal with it at one. Like it's not that serious. There's way too many typhoons, twin switches, and all that stuff. This is just like honestly, like it's not that serious. They gotta stop with the bullshit, man. Dynamite, Knight, the true Draco fighter. He's kind of he was OP. I think he'll come back though. I don't, it was just for that one archetype. When the other beaster cards come out, I think he should be able to come out. That's the thing with the ban list too. They kind of forget about the cards that they hit. Like, there's decks that is like make other decks not canon at all, even if the mechanics has changed, like how the Lynx format did it, but they still forget about them and they leave them in the ban list. It's like, what the fuck, So it won't make that great of a change. Like, for example, the next card, like, Digit Release of the Rituals. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe Draco Fight will make a big difference. He comes back at one, but like, Digit Release of Rituals, like, the fuck? All right, that card is really good, but like, like, what the fuck are them shits gonna do? What's it called? The Dante's archetype. I forgot the archetype's name, but like, you know what? They're not really gonna do anything, man. You know what I mean? And the net cards got pretty hit bad too. So yeah, like Ritual, like you feel me? Like, come on. With the Light Sworn is doing way better than that. Inferno is like, especially now with the balance that we have now, like these cards are gonna be really, these decks are gonna be really on top. Cleese is coming back supposedly, because of all the support that they're getting. 3 sacrifice, easy to get scout. You could use some of the arts is looking great. So double Iris Magician, like I said, I guess Stratos just dumb, just plain dumb. Yeah, Stratos will make the heroes really good, but it's already really good. Like it's just dumb. Fiber Jar, I don't think Fiber Jar should be banned. And it shouldn't get any errata. I think Fiber Jar is a very, very, very exclusive card. And it's official. And I just think it's a great card. I think Fiber Jar should come back out the ban list. It shouldn't be banned at all. Just the idea of you can restart the duel, it doesn't refresh life points. You just start all over. It could be like a great tech against anything really, but I just feel like Fiber Jar. I feel like Fiber Jar will make YCS tournaments, like the big tournaments. It'll make them look very, very good. It'll make them look good. I could picture one of the top players holding it in his hand. The announcer saying, "Well, he still got that Fiber Jar. He could restart this all over." It's because of the fact that he could do it over and over and over again. They should at least just make its effect once per duel to get that one reset. You know what I mean? That'll be dope. That'll be dope. Cause yeah, to get the Fiber Jar effect over and over and over again, that's just overpowered. That's OP. So I guess the errata should be like make the cards either once per duel or once per turn. I think that's what the errata should be: once per turn, once per duel, and that's about it. If they want to get a little fancy with it, twice per turn, three times per turn, or twice per duel. I think that's about it. Because think about Brianna's effect. If Brianna's effect, the one that gave you the infinite loop for the Exodia piece. You only need that once, but you only need that. All you had to put was errata it once per turn. That's about it. You don't have to change anything else. That would have been good enough, but they completely messed it up. So yeah, that's how I feel about Fiber Jar. Fishbrook Blaster, OP. I feel like it come back though. It's not like Palel Farg. It would do great with Fishbrook Blaster, but definitely, yeah. But like, that'll make Palel Farg really good. Not as good as the next card that I'm gonna talk about. And I think I know which one is that already. Soils, the new elemental cards, they kind of fucked that up. So yeah, The dragons like Blaster and Soil, they're not coming back because of the new elemental cards that they could change their elements in the graveyard and all that stuff. Yeah, and Level Eater, we already know why. Magical Scientist, bro, all it takes is one Magical Scientist to win. If you get the right setup, and yeah, it's, we already know how that goes, so I completely understand. Unicorn Kitten, I think that was very, very like hardcore, but I guess he'll come back. Mercurial Destructor, yeah, it's too good. Foolish Burial, Mercurial Destructor, it's pretty much game after that for any deck. I can activate track cards from my hand, no problem. That's insane. So yeah, Maxi is stupid. Mind Master, we already know what that did. I think now, that is still at 3, but or that is at 1, I don't know. But I think right now, yeah, it don't even matter. Morphine Jar, at least let's get Morphine Jar back and make it once per duel. Like that would be dope. Like I said, the errata should just be either once per duel, once per turn, twice per turn, twice per duel, whatever. Yeah. Morphine Jar number 2 is kind of like the fake Cyber Jar. So it's very annoying. It'll be dope because there's a lot of new cards that has a flip effect. The Subterraneans cards and the Crawlings. That'll be dope with the Morphine Jar number 2, but it's because that whole combo stuff, issue loop stuff. So that's not coming back. But you got Performance Plush Fire, Performer Power, Monkey Board, Performer Power, Skull Crobat Joker. Is all self-explanatory. Redox, yeah, they're not coming back, and not anytime soon. They're too good, man. Shurit, Strategist of the Necros. As I said, the Necros got hit hard. This is the card that I was talking about that worked beautifully with Paleozoic Frogs, Substitute Toads, self-explanatory. We already know. And then that and a Fishboard Blast on with the Paleo. Oh my god. But anyways, and then the combo, you got the Treat Toad. Yeah, it'll be 2 beasts. Tempest, you already know why. Tyrant Neptune, because of that deck that came out, it was kind of beast. Title, we already know why. Tri-Infecting Virus, it came out in the OCG. I think it could come out here. We got Raigeki. It's pretty much kind of like a Lightning Vortex, not a Raigeki. Raigeki can destroy face up or face down. This is just face up. It is kind of broken, though, because it could be used more than once per turn. You just got to discard, declare the type. So, but it's not even that serious. You're still minusing, so. True King, like the same, the Disaster, we know why. Victory Dragon, yeah, that's the Yell's game. Yadagaruzu, not coming back. It's just too good. It's an ultimate lock. I could live with that. Like, what if they're errata the Yadagaruzu and make it like, oh, he gets banished after he attacks or some dumb shit. Like it'll be. There's no point of taking out the badness. You might as well just thrash it away. You know what I mean? El Shadow Construct. Hopefully comes back, but I can see why. Entity Northern, yeah, they fucking burned. They spammed the shit out that deck. That's not coming back. Denglong, first of the Yang Zing. We already know why. That Gusto Emerald, classic. Extinction Knight, classic. Lava Chain, classic. Chalkmaster, pretty much a cold way for everything. Polemius, whatever his name, however you pronounce it. We already know. Zenmighty, it really takes 3 to do that spam, but more than one could get you some extra plays. I think Zenmighty could come out the ban list. Zodiac Broad Bull. Now that I'm thinking about it, I forgot the other combo, but maybe let's see. Zodiac. Yeah, both Zodiacs, I see why. They didn't have to ban them. That shit was kind of OD, but yeah, they're kind of annoying. And those are the ones that gets everything done. Now we go to the spells. Butterfly Dagger Alma. Infinite Loop. Gear Free. Everybody knows that combo. And there's way more ways. There's way more ways of doing it. And then now things that have to deal with counters, like the Ignites, it'll be insane. Like, there's so much stuff you can do with Alma comes back. Alma's not coming back. Card Destruction, maybe. Cards of Return, not coming back. Change of Heart, not coming back. Chicken Game, not coming back. Cold Wave, not coming back. Confiscation, not coming back. Delicate Duel, not coming back. Dimension Fusion, not coming back. Giant Tune is just stupid. Fucking Localized Tune is the same thing. We use Giant Tune 2 for set cards. Giant Tune could just do face-up cards too. Localized can't. Just take it off the ban list. It's just dumb. Graceful Charity, not coming. I don't know. Nah, it's not coming back. Yeah, you got. Nowadays, you're like, especially with 3 BLS, yeah, you're plussing in the grave now if you discard that Land Dart. Because we have 3 BLS, it's not coming back because of that, and it's just too good. Harvey Feather Duster, They got the errata version, I think it is, or something like that. I don't know. It didn't get errata's just so stupid. Harvey Feathers maybe it's too OP because it's automatically gonna be your opponent. So Heavy Storm, if you're in a tight spot, you might have to destroy a few cards, take the hit, and then destroy theirs. So Heavy Storm over Harvey Feathers, I'll say. I'll rather have Harvey Feathers, obviously. I used to play traditionally formatted when I first played Yu-Gi-Oh! That was for the first season only, and then after GX started playing limited. So yeah, I love I still played Forbidden with my friends throughout GX and 5Ds. I mean throughout GX, not 5Ds. So first season GX, you could say. That's all I have Happy Feathers. But yeah. Heavy Storm. Same shit I Happy Feathers. Kaiser Coliseum, it could come back. I think it's too OP with the combination of the kaijus. And then with the Malefics, I don't think it's gonna come back because of that. But hey, maybe I don't know. The original last rule is too broken, but it doesn't even matter nowadays. Mass Driver, we know why with that combo. Metamorphosis, just too good. Mirage of Nightmare won't ever come back. Painful Choice won't ever come back. Pot of Avarice, I don't even know why it's here. Just put it back. Pot of Greed, I honestly like. When I see Monster Bone get removed off the ban list, I see. Excuse me. Like, why is not Pot of Greed off the ban list? Like Pot of Desire removed 10 is basically kind of like a Pot of Greed. I would have made them pay. I would have made them pay 3,500 life points or 3,000 to get the +2. Now remove 10. I mean, 10 face down, they're useless, yeah, but still, Pot of Desire is actually good in Pot of Greed. I mean, it can hurt you, but if you have one of these decks that all they need is that one boss monster to take control, and the other cards is irrelevant. So it's actually making your deck smaller and you're getting two. You get into your combos way quicker with Pot of Desires. It'll get out of hand when you active more than two, but like still, Pot of Greed just draw two. My opinion, Pot of Desires should be banned. This one should be unbanned because we got 3 Desires. So I'll ban Desires and leave one Pot of Greed unbanned. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. And Pot of Greed doesn't allow you to get into your combos quicker because it's not removed from your deck. It's actually a lot weaker than Desire, if you ask me. So I would love to see Pot of Greed unbanned. So Premature Burial, great card. I don't think it's gonna come back. I mean, Snatch of Steel did. They put it right back. If Premature Burial comes out, they're gonna do the same thing they did to Snatch of Steel and put it right back. Public Judgment, we know it's not coming back. Super Polys, yeah, you heroes get out of hand with that shit. So no, Super Rejuvenation. All you need is one, and yeah, these guys will probably come back off that one. The Hieratics, whatever those dragons were called. So yeah, no. Force of Century, I don't think it needs to be in the ban list. Just look at your opponent's hand and bring it back to the deck. I mean, it's like a delinquent duel and a confiscation. I understand, but I guess last turn we know why. Return for Different Dimension, we know why. Maybe Return from Different Dimension may come back. No, you're still paying half. Yeah, no, it's not coming back. Last turn, Return from Different Dimension is not. Royal Oppression, of course not. Self-Destruction by no. Sixth Sense. I remember before I even made this video, like right before I made it, right before I started recording like I am now, I said maybe it should, but then I thought about it, like, oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, it's not coming back. Time 2 is pretty much a yada. Trap Dust Shoot. That's the reason why I was going to say Force of Century may come back. Trap Dust, you get to look at your opponent's hand, right? Or something like that, or just random. I don't know. But it used to be unbanned back then. It wasn't as bad. It was because of the water combo. You could trap Dust. I think you look at opponent's hand, then you do the one that you tribute the water and you discard you discard a card that you declared. There was a combo. When you look at your opponent's hand, there's a card that people used to use. It was Mind Reader or something like that. It was Mind Reader, right? Yeah. That was a combo. So yeah, it was kind of broken. But Ultimate Offering, not coming back. Two beasts. All you need is one. It'll get out of hand. You know what I mean? Imagine that. Like, they just took off the Grinder Golem and all these guys off the list. It was just literally like to stop the spamming with Ultimate Offering. It'll come right back, man. Vanity's Emptiness might as well come back out. It's not like anybody's gonna special summon anything, but they have to block it because they want people to use link formats, and that will stop it. So they want people to use the link cards. Hence why it was a ready ban. They wouldn't be able to do those Grand Golem combos and none of that stuff. Piece of Exhorter, we know why. It's Clifford Sky at 1. Yeah, they got 3 Sacrifice now and a Towers. That shit's definitely going to stay at 1. I wasn't going to go through this list, but fuck it. We got the Sire Malebranche of the Burning of... Malebranche, yeah. We know why. Darkham Dragon is at 1. Deep Sea Diva's at 1. The Heavenly Monarch, we already know. The head of Exodia of K. Janice Ally Birdman, I don't even know why he's at one. He should be at two. I think, in my opinion, is more than great. It don't really matter. You're not getting those big plays anyways. It's not like when people was playing what do you call there was a deck that used to go very well with that. I forgot. I know the combo of Tengu and all that stuff, but we're not in them days no more. He could definitely be at two. Just a good tech. Malibranch, unless something is already gonna come out that's good, maybe that's why they left him there. I already said Malibranch. Yeah. Um Graph Malibranch, my fault. The other one was Seer Malibranch, yeah. So this Graph Malibranch. Grind the golem at one. That's kind of stupid, but you might as well just take it off. You're gonna take off Go for it. Just leave Go for at one, like I said in the video before this. Ignis Heat, the true Dragon Warrior, we know why. Infernity Archfiend, yeah, you already know why. He's at the Dragonfly Hornet, we already know why. Cosmo, and at one each, they're still beasts. And now since the game has slowed down a lot, even more, they can actually do some damage. Camo Dark Destroyer, we know why. The Dinosaur, we know why. Grandma, another one. I mean, damn, Grandma is kind of tricky though. Grandma could get anything out the way. So two, you could go into it much quicker. I don't think anybody will run more than one anyways, but Grandma's just great. I guess one, he's just known for being at one. I wouldn't even care about him having two of him. Because even if you could have two, I think having more than two, I think having two would just take up space. Like it'll be like a -1 slot to me, yeah. I'm just so used to Mo being at one, he could be at one. Not a saying, I think they gave that shit in Errata or something like that. And the way, they messed up that. I think they gave that card in Errata or something. They messed it up. And I think Sinister Serpent too, right? It was something like that. It was stupid, but yeah, he doesn't even matter. One, whatever. Performance Damage Juggler, we know why. Red as Darkness Metal Dragon, we know why. Yeah, Damage Juggler came back, we know why. Oh, the guy came back. He came back. I thought Damage Juggler was already, whatever. Darkness Metal, Dragon, Speedroid, Terratop, we know why. Spyro, of course. Spyro, yeah. Gear, Quick Fix. Tour Guy from the Underworld. Damn, I'd love to see her too, man, but we're not gonna definitely get that. Zodiac, Rap Period. I was in the ending Zodiacs. They really wanted to end Zodiacs. Eva Gishki, Gus Kraken, Eva Gishki, Mine August. Those combos. Necklace of the Briannac, Necklace of Unicorn 1, of course. Ritual Beast, Ulti, kind of OP, Firewall Dragon, Rip. I don't. They could have put just that. Yo, yeah, it is Firewall though, but damn. Yeah, they abused them though. Yeah, Rip. Dulan, Terror King of the Ice Barrier. He's slick. It's like I want to say he could be at two because I remember he was at two for a long time. He was like that key card that was at two for a long time. Yeah, Dulan is just, he was rocking when them alien cards with Monami and all that stuff. It was crazy, but and he is annoying. And then making the Swords of Revealing Light. When Worms was popping, this is when Worms was really up there. Worms were like tier 1.5 at the time. And you got the links with the Swords of Revealing Light, and you just keep drawing. And then right before it gets destroyed, you go Dularon, and then you got the water. You synchro them up, then bring that Swords back to your hand. This is around the time before Swords was 3. I think Swords was always 3, or it was 1 at one point. I don't remember, but yeah, it's around that time. It's very old, long time ago. So he could be 2, I guess. Ignister Prominence, the Blasting Draco Slayer, we know why. Trishula, yeah, duh. Trishula's 2 beasts. Beatrice, Lady of the Thing, we know why. So Book of Moon, yep. Dark Hole, yep. Dimensional Fisher, yep. Divine Wind of Mist Valley, I don't know why. Draco Face Off, we know why. Teleport could be at 2, but whatever. Final Countdown, we know. Foolish Burial, of course. Gateway of the Six, duh. Friendly Launcher, duh. Interrupted. Kaiju Slumber, of course. Limited Removal. Always been at 1. Monster Gate, yup. Monster Reborn, back to 1. I'm not even excited about that. 1 Day of Peace, stupid, but whatever. 1 for 1, okay. Pantheism of the Monarchs. Yeah, you can't even touch yourself. That could be like an easy +3. Plus for everyone, but it kind of will slow the door, I guess. I don't know. 2 would be more than enough. But it is 1 Day of Peace, not 2 Day of Peace, so whatever. But 1 for 1. Pantheism of the Monarchs, why? Regeki, okay. I don't even use Regeki or Dark Hole, honestly. I mean, mostly Dark Hole, but not like I kind of some in most decks, they're taking up slots, and I got monsters that destroy stuff. So yeah, it's not like back then. Reasoning, of course, reinforcement of the army. Now with that new Link card, yeah, that could be dangerous more than one. But they still got an E-Call at 3, but that's different. I see why. Rekindling, of course. Royal Tribute, of course. Set rotation. Why? Soul Charge, Spiral Resort, Symbol of Heritage. The grass looks green, of course. Not those two, but the grass looks green, of course. But Symbol of Heritage, Spiral, and Soul Charge, we know why. The Monarchs, Stormforth, and Upstart Goblin. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about the list and more about the erratas right after this. Compulsory evacuation device. I mean, we got 3 bottomless. Why is that at 1? It's going right back to the hand. I mean, I guess this is more dangerous than bottomless because at least bottomless you have the option to bring it back from the remove from playlist off a special summon, and this does go back to the hand. So you got to remake whatever you make. They could have put bottomless at 2 and this at 2, I guess, and that would have been more than enough. But whatever. Eradicate epidemic virus. It's just too deadly when it hits. People think that's stupid, but when that shit hits, bro, you're gonna feel it. Imperial Order got an errata, I think, right? Yeah, just stupid. Infernity Barrier at 1. I think 2 would be great to bring back Infernities really, really, really back, but they're not gonna do that. Macrocosmos, of course. Magical Explosion. We know about the combo. Ring of Destruction, of course. The errata Ring of Destruction wasn't that bad. I still missed the original effect though. Skill Drain. Yeah, it's literally what made draws happen in Yu-Gi-Oh. Like draws don't happen no more because this card got errata. So it still happens in certain ways, but it's rare. Then Skill Drain. Yeah, like Ring of Destruction made the game go a lot faster. It'll make, you both lose the first round and the next whoever takes the next one is the winner. I guess because of the whole sudden death issue, but whatever. Skill Drain, we know why. Is that 1 Silent Adjustment is back. That's dope. We got the Silent Brigade, Silent Warning, and then the 3 strikes and the scolding. But yeah, Soul Gem, we know why. The King's Return, True King's Return, of course, and then Walls of Revealing Light. Walls of Revealing Light is low-key slick due to the fact that since you could pay any amount of life points and you have to bring out a monster higher than that, you can't be touched if you know how to protect that card. Now, in some people's eyes, it's garbage, but when that new I don't know what's gonna happen here in the TCG. I think it already happened in the OCG, but when the new rule kicks in, if it happens in the TCG, where you start off with 12,000 life points, yeah, prepare yourself to see Wall of Revealing Light get banned and Ancient Leaf start getting hit. They said they was gonna put that effect towards Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know if it was true or not, or probably in the OCG, or I don't know when, but they said they was. But yeah, you're supposed to supposedly start with 12,000 life. I don't know if it's already implemented and people are just not playing with it. I'm actually do research on that. But think about it, what the fuck is 12,000 life points to us, honestly? It's not gonna stop any OTKs. They usually come at 16K. This is not like back in the days when an OTK was like a monster that was 8,700 life points, 8,700 attack points, or 9,200, or 9,500 or 10 Gs. That's like old school OTK. Nowadays, OTK, they're at 16K and up. They're 16,000 and 20,000, literally. Like, that's usually what they come out. They come out 16,000, 18,000, or 20,000. Normally, between 16 and 18,000. So it's just like 12,000 not enough, FTKs and OTKs, like, they really come out, like, onboard damage, they definitely hitting you way more with 12 than 12 Gs. Onboard damage, because people spam the field like crazy. And they usually come for 3,000 a pop. You do the math, you could have up to 6 monsters in the field now, but let's not even count the link format because it just came out. That's 15,000. So it's still game because it's 3 Gs a pop, that's onboard damage off the OTK. And FTK is just it's usually 16,000 or more. Like I have not seen a OTK that is less than 16,000. So even if they implement the 12,000 life point scheme to people to start with, it's not going to do anything really. It can actually help cards out. Like I said, Wall of Revealing Light. Because and then our mentality, we're so used to playing with 8,000 life points, we're not gonna see those 4. Everybody will be rocking Ancient Leaves at 3. You just pay 2,000, and then you draw 2. You got 10,000 left. You could pay another 2,000 because you gotta have 9,000 or more to activate that card, right? You can't use one of them so well. You could discard that. Use it, use it for a cost effect. So I know for a fact, I don't know if it's true if that's gonna happen, but I know for a fact that it wouldn't really matter. Like I know they're gonna hit Water Revealing Light because of the fact that you could just declare 4,000 if you get it first turn, and it's hard to bring a monster 4,000 a higher attack, but then it's to protect that card. If you Master Key Beetle it and protect it with that, Prime Material Falcon or something, I mean, I don't know what kind of deck will have that. Your deck will just be garbage if you're running those, but yeah, they won't be able to hit you. They won't be able to hit you, so it's like I can see why Walls of Reading Light is there, but I also like can't see why it's like I can see why it's there, but I just can't see why it's not there. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, so going back to the list, and I was trying to make this video shorter than what it was supposed to be. We're at a few minutes. I think we're going to 15 or 20. I mean, it was a big list. So that's just how I feel about the whole entire list. I actually went through this whole list. That's crazy. But erratas, for the hell of it, since the second list is short, we already seen what the unlimited list is looking like. The semi-limited list, because in the other video that I made, it don't show it. Let me just go on that. Dragoon, self-explanatory. Luster, self-explanatory. Mathematician. That card is just, it don't even matter. It could be at 3. Necroface, I would want it at 3. It could get deadly. I think 2 is perfect. We so used to being at 1 at one point. Or always been at 2. I don't remember. I think it's always been at 2, but it's been doing great at 2. However, I think it's always been at 2. It's been doing great at 2. And if it wasn't ever at 2, now that it's at 2, it's great. I'd like to see it at 3. I want to see the DDs that come back. I hope they make a new archetype for them. Not the triple Ds or double Ds, the old school DD with DD Warrior Lady in them. So it's cool to see people utilizing Necroface. Wind the Magician, if it's at 2, when it was at 1, it could be at 3. That's the way I see it, especially now since the game is a lot slower. Hyper Librarian. I did not see that coming. I was so used to seeing the Librarian at 1. They made it 2, but whatever. But from a different dimension, I can see why in Chain Strike as well. So going back to what I was saying, yeah, there's no point in eroding, the card. For example, like a great card like Character Per Dragon. I mean, what's going to be its errata? Like, it doesn't blow up everything and you don't take damage. Or you choose. It only could blow up the field, the hand, or the hand, and then you take damage. It wouldn't be the same, Would be no point of taking it out. Like I said with the Cyber Jar, like what would be the point of that, There's another card I could use as an example here. That's a bad example. I can't even use Fishbowl Blaster because it would just be, another one of the other blasters. It'll be one of those other blasters that are out. I can use Stratos, for example. Stratos been in the ban list for how long? I think since GX. I think that's when I think it got hit. Wow, now that I'm thinking about it, I think since GX, Stratos been hit, or since 5Ds. If it's been hit since GX and hasn't come out, that's just insane. But since 5Ds, I don't think it was since 5Ds. I think it was since GX. I don't know. But at the end of the day, even 5Ds is long because Zexo and Pendulum, that thing's been on the list for years, man. So, like, what's the point of taking out Stratos? It's been on the list for that long, and then they're going to take it out to errata. You know what I mean? Like, there's no point. Future Fusion is literally the best example of like errata's going wrong. It's a half dead card. You have half a you're activating half of a card. Once you have it in your hand, nothing happens because you can't do anything with it. Okay, you could discard it for cost or to level your hand if you exceed the limit amount, but it doesn't do anything once you activate. You have to wait. It's just a half dead card. By then, it was gonna get Typhoon. I don't know who in the right mind would let Future Vision get active unless they want to rob something from the graveyard. You know what I mean? But other than that, it's just stupid. So, like I said, I feel like erratas should have the effect of once per turn, like once per turn, twice per turn, once per duel, twice per duel. Like I said with the Fiber Jar. If they just make Fiber Jar once per duel, which I think will be a great card to get off the list, that would make sense. So when it shuffles back into your deck, you can't use it again. It'll be a dead draw, but at least you got that reset, you know? Now, it'll be a minus if you drew right back into it after resetting the whole duel. So, but still, it'll be fair, right? Like, that'll be dope. That's a very unique card. I like Fiber Jar a lot. So to me, Narada will make sense if it's just making it once per turn, twice per turn, 3 times per turn, or once per duel, twice per duel, 3 times per duel. To change the complete effect and just mess it up like they would do with Future Fusion. No wonder Future Fusion's at 3. And look at Brianna at no does at 3. There's no point. Maybe not Future Fusion, but like I said, I don't know who's dumb enough to let that Future Fusion go off. Maybe you didn't have the card in your hand, but still, like, even after you send the stuff to the graveyard, I think you have to wait till the second turn for it to come out. Because the first turn is nothing. Second turn, you can send it to the graveyard, and then on the turn next, that's when it comes out or something like that. I don't know, but or you get the full effect the next turn. It's just a half dead card. And like I said in my last video before this one, there's just no point into like look at Brianna. Like who's gonna use Brianna? Think about it. And in this format, you only have 15 space in your extra deck. I know a Pendulum is infinite, but Pendulums are face up and they come out. Their way of bringing them out is already declared because that's just how Pendulum works. So it does kind of make that extra deck into infinite, but it's not really infinite because of the real limit is 15. Maybe if the rule limit was 20, then maybe they'll use that Brionic. But like right now, people does not have that much space in their extra deck. You only got 15, and I don't think Brionic is going to be like a starter in any deck in this format. Maybe this format just one Brionic, but like when these other new cards starts to come out and these new broken cards, by the time the next new season comes out after Links, whatever's the new summoning type or whatever the new rule is or whatever, I don't think people's going to ever use Brionic. They just completely mess with the card. When the errata that they could have done is just once per turn. And you won't get that Ancient City Rainbow Ruben. And you won't get that Ancient City Rainbow Ruins infinite loop or any other loop at that. If they would have just put it once per turn. They kind of just really killed the card. Because now for the amount of cards that you discard, you got to discard for it. They kind of really killed Brionic. It didn't even need it to get hit. It could have been at 1. And people just had to play it safe because think about it. Let's say Brionic would have had that same effect and it would have been at 1. And you see how Link formats people was going off with the Gofu and the Grinder Golem. Like, who would have ran? And this is before these new cards, before the support came out for the Crystal Beast, but who in the right mind? All right, Pendulum days. Who in the right mind, when the Pendulum first came out, who would in the right mind ran that Brionic at 1 with Crystal Beast? Like, you would know, he's running Crystal Beast. Okay, he has a Brionic because Brionic hasn't got eroded. Okay, I have to save the Solomon Strike or this for whenever this card comes out. breakthrough skill, Fiendish Chain. All you have to do is play right against it. Only thing they did to that poor card was just completely mess it up. And it will soon not ever be used again. So like I said, you want an errata? Once per turn, twice per turn, 3 times per turn, once per duel, twice per duel, 3 times per duel. It will be more than enough. Changing their effects and just utterly destroying the card, making it a half deck card like Future Fusion just doesn't make sense to me. So there you have it. This is my video on like how I feel about the ban list and the erratas, and that's the entire list. The video before this, if you guys have seen this one, check it out. It's about the latest ban list. But yeah, this is my thoughts on it. Hopefully, they start making better decisions for the ban list. Other than that, I think I agree with the ban list. Links were getting out of hand, so hopefully I see Gofu back at 1, just so the Black Wings can have some type of play. Because Granite Golem is way better than Gofu anyway, so it's just 1-1. It kind of seems more balanced, and I feel like Black Wings would be more in the light if Gofu would have been at 1. I mean, even though they really don't need Gofu because Black Wings do very well without links or any of their extra deck support. I mean, their extra deck support is very important, but still, Black Wings they just have a card for everything. You know what I mean? It's like 6 Sams to me. So there's 100% here. There's 100% me to Young Gam. And I'm signing out, guys. Later.